The Devils are about 2 weeks away from the opening of training camp for the 2017-18 season after a very, very busy offseason for Ray Shero and that front office, trying to improve the team through free agency, trades, and the draft, and they were able to do all three for both the short term and the long term. We're going to touch on the good and bad of the offseason here. We'll start with the good, and it has to begin with Nico Hischier and uh, the Devils winning the draft lottery back in April to take Hischier number one overall in June. He adds a potential top line prospect to the organization who's going to probably make the NHL right away. And he should have an impact on how the team wants to play in terms of their speed and his offensive production and what he can do with the puck up front. Then you look in July, there after a day of free agency, Ray Shero makes a big move with the trade to bring in Marcus Johansson from the Capitals in exchange for just a pair of future draft picks. He adds another top six player, much like he did with Taylor Hall last year, another left winger up front that should definitely help the Devils in move in the direction they want to and improve it offensively as a whole. And then you go to the blue line in August. They were able to add Will Butcher a few days ago, adding him the 2017 Hobey Baker winner out of Denver. Another guy who can make the impact in the short term, but looking long term, he's a young defenseman that they think they can develop and add to the core of this team that hopefully down the line will be something the Devils are building around and having a lot more success with. If you want to quickly look at the bad, they did miss out on adding a top line defenseman. They didn't do much other than adding Butcher on that back line. They missed out on Kevin Shattenkirk on July 1st with him signing with the Rangers, and that was a kind of big blow and someone who would have stepped in and played big minutes for the Devils right away and given them kind of a top line option for them. And then the other kind of bad part of the offseason, nothing they can do about it here, but Travis Zajac going down a couple weeks ago with a torn pectoral muscle that's going to cost him at least half the season, if not more. He could be out until potentially February. It's tough to lose a guy who's played so many meaningful minutes in every phase of the game before training camp even opens. But now the Devils have to adjust for that, rely on Hischier and a bunch of other young prospects to kind of fill that void. And they're going to have to sort that out in training camp in terms of what they want to do and how they're going to fill that void left by Travis Zajac.